Hello everyone, and welcome back to Skyblock, episode 16. As always, I'm SandToise. Thank you so much for checking out the video today, and let's just jump right into it. So, I think I mentioned last time that my plan for today was to renovate this bridge area right here, right? It's pretty precarious. We needed to go to the nether portal pretty often, just because of the gold farm, and in the future we're going to be wanting to get wither skeletons and trade with the piglins more easily, right? This bridge just does not cut it. It is a complete disaster. I mean, we have so many random torches on top of it. It's made out of all sorts of random different materials, and it looks really, really gross. So, what I am thinking is I basically want to clear out this entire top area, right? So, pick up the infinite water source, and then clear out this entire area up here, and move everything so that we can make a better pathway to the nether portal through where this spot is right there. Um, the brewing stand I don't really want to move quite yet because as you can see we have a lot of blaze powder still left to fuel potion brewing, so to move it would be a waste, but we can just leave it kind of floating where it is for right now. I think that will be fine. But otherwise, let's get some blocks and block up the infinite water source, and also put it somewhere else so we have access to it in the future, right? Just to make sure that we don't lose those buckets before we get rid of this. There we go. So we have that now blocked all the way up, so it is nice and safe. If we come down here, we have a lot of space, so I think our best bet is to just put the infinite water source maybe right over here. I think where we have our cobblestone farm, we can take these slabs, maybe just go right here. Let's see. Let's get a few more slabs. And then I think if we just make a little spot like that, I think we should be good. We can, it won't flow because of, it's a slab. So let's just make this a little bit bigger, like that. Should be perfect. And if we put that right there, and this other one right there, and now we've got another infinite water source all squared away, which is really exactly what we wanted. Let's put down a torch just to make sure that everything is lit up down here, but otherwise I think we're going to be good. So now that the infinite water source is totally squared away, we can work on actually, getting the nether bridge more set up. And what I really wanted to do for that is I've smelted a lot of cobblestone into smooth stone, and we can use the stone cutter to actually make stone bricks, so we can get a kind of variety with our pathway. We're obviously going to use a lot of slabs as per usual, because they're just going to make things easier. So let's go over here, right where we just made this little platform, and kind of clean everything up in this area. Another reason I want to fix this is this spot right here is so awkward. It just does not make any sense to have it so like disjointed, I guess. So I think we just want to kind of come in here and fix all of this. And this like random spot there, I mean, it's driving me crazy. So we're gonna make it look a lot nicer. Okay, so I have pretty much completely taken out this little section here. We've got our staircase there, but otherwise we are pretty much free to use this space to our heart's content. So what I want to do is I think go kind of right here, this little spot. We got about 4 blocks wide here. I think this will be a good space to put in some stairs and some cobblestone and make this look really nice. So I think let's use stone brick stairs. We're going to need a lot probably. I may have gotten too many, but that is a pretty big distance that we have to climb up of. So it may be worth it to have that height there. So let's just go right here, throw our stairs down, and on the bottom we're just going to use cobblestone for right now. We can come back and make it look a lot nicer. But I think if we just start with the middle section being these stone brick stairs, and then maybe having the outer section be cobblestone or smooth stone, it could be a really neat little pathway that we're going to be making. I want this to be pretty safe, right? Don't want, us falling into the void all the time. Don't want it to be like one block wide where we just have to like keep holding shift and hoping we don't fall. So ideally this will be a much safer option than what we have had already. Okay, so we're at the right level now, which is really good. So now what we're going to do is I think make this little area here, I want to make it slabs, I think. So actually, we're going to go down one more step. We're actually going to get some stone brick slabs so that we don't have to torch up this area. It's just going to save us a lot of time. So let's just grab a bunch of those because we're going to need them for sure. So now let's come back over here and we can put these slabs just like that. So because we're using the bottom slabs, right, mobs aren't going to be able to spawn on them, which is pretty much exactly what we want. So I'm just going to basically follow what this bridge did, but instead of doing this weird like zigzag, I'm going to try and go diagonally towards the nether portal. So I want to just make my way over there. I'm going to clear out some of this area just because we don't really need that anymore. So let's just go diagonally. Hopefully I don't overshoot and miss, and hopefully I didn't undershoot and also miss. So I just ran out of slabs, but as you can see, we got pretty close. Only a little bit of distance we're going to have to add to make it all the way to the portal, which is pretty good. So my diagonal idea worked pretty much exactly how I wanted it to. So now we have this nice, already a lot safer path to the portal. It just happens to be, significantly wider and just more straightforward than all these turns. And we have a nicer staircase too, rather than having to go up this, mess that we had earlier, right? So already we're in a lot better shape. So I'm gonna go grab some more stone and get a few more slabs, which is just gonna let us finish off this bridge. So let's just grab the rest of our slabs and head on down to the end of this bridge and quickly finish setting it up. So we're really close. I think we just need to go like a couple more blocks right here. Yeah, that looks about like it's going to be lined up to me. So let's come on over this way. And there we go. So we're connected to the nether portal now, which is awesome. I'm going to also put a little barricade right around the edges here, just of some stone bricks. It's just going to make things a little bit safer. So, we don't fall into the void, which is definitely always a possibility. This way we have, the whole little portal surrounded itself, which is definitely ideal. We can also come over here and put some slabs on the edges. This is just going to let us go around the portal so we don't have to go through it, which isn't really a requirement or anything, but I think it's just kind of nice to have as an option. There we go. Now we have a much safer path. That looks a lot better. We're going to try and add some more stuff to it. It's not done yet, but already you can see it's way more convenient than this monstrosity over here. So now we do have to go and clear this bridge up. So I'm just going to go through and break pretty much all of these torches and then just go through and rip this entire bridge apart, which is not going to be super fun, but it's going to be good just to get it out of here. So we can start on this end, I think, or I think it may be better to start on that end. So I'm going to go back down there, and I'm going to just break the bridge apart, and then I'll come back to the recording when I finish this up. Alright, so the bridge has been removed, so now all that's left is to clear out this staircase, which was not great position-wise, but now that it's gone, everything is a lot more open. We can actually get to the pumpkin and melon farm a lot easier, which is very nice. This still looks a little bare, and I'm wondering if it's just going to help to line it with cobblestone, just kind of like that, because I think it does. But I also want to get some cobblestone stairs, maybe, because the edges look kind of bleak. So having some stairs there might make it look just a little bit nicer, and then we can actually use, you know, bottom slabs. When we get up here, we can actually put blocks of cobblestone and then bottom slabs on top to make a pathway that's safer. The only issue is that it is diagonal, so we will have weird kind of like that, which I don't love necessarily, but I think it'll be okay because it doesn't block off the path. It just looks kind of weird, but you know, what can you do? We may need to change it a little bit, but I think if we just do something like that, this will be a good staircase. So let's just quickly put all of this in right here. Honestly, the move may be to just make a path of bottom slabs. I think I'm pretty safe. I won't fall off. Knock on wood. There we go. Knock on wood. But you know, it's always a possibility. So let's get some of these stairs. I always get too many, but I'll use them at some point. So it's fine. Let's go back up this way. All right, and then down here. All right, so that's squared away. I think I do want to do cobblestone bottom slabs around the entire thing. Unfortunately, we use cobblestone a lot in our builds, but it just kind of is what it is, right? Because we just have so much of it. It's kind of the only thing that, really is so easy to get so many of. Wood is another option, but, lightning strikes are always a threat and a possibility. And frankly, getting cobblestone is so much easier than wood because I can just, have the, auto clicker on, not the auto clicker, the resource pack reloaded thing that lets you hold down your left mouse button. So I can just automatically mine the cobblestone. But with wood, I have to go in and replant the trees. And we don't have the resources for an automatic tree farm yet, which is something in the future I think would be fun to set up, but we just don't have that option yet, which is unfortunate. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a nice wide bridge. It's nothing, super special to look at, right? It's just cobblestone and stone bricks, but it is a lot safer and a lot nicer than the old bridge we had. So I'm pretty happy with it. In the future, maybe we can add a little bit more to make it even more visually appealing. But for right now, I'm pretty confident and comfortable with how it turned out. So that looks pretty good to me. We've got a nice little ring around the nether portal. Just these little outside here that we can just go around, go into the portal if we want, and we will be all set. So that is a success in my book. So if we wanted to do anything else, we could use some of the stairs that we have left over maybe, and like brace the sides or the top, I don't know. But I don't think it's going to look super great. Maybe something on the sides here, like a pillar. I don't know. I think for right now we'll just leave it, head back. It's getting nighttime, so might as well just go sleep or something. Okay, so this staircase looks pretty good, but we actually have another smaller staircase right here. So while we're at it, we might as well, oops, well, let's go back up this way, I guess. We might as well fix, this staircase, which is awful, as you've heard me complain about it many times. And we should also fix this one right here, this long one, because it looks really dumb. It's way too long, and it's just kind of in the way of everything over here too. So this will be an episode all about making nicer staircases, and that I should have done in the first place. So let's just place those down there. We've got about, we wanted to get that out of the way, but we don't really have that option yet. We actually can get rid of these blocks here, and now we've got another, looks like a little 4-block space. So we can have a staircase going up and a staircase going down right next to it, which I kind of like the idea of. So let's go and set that up. So we can come right here and just place our little stairs like that. I think will be a good spot to do it. I think we're going to need to go under the staircase to really make things work here. Let's put our blocks like that. There we go. The underside of this staircase does not look great. I actually probably should have used stairs on the bottom. I think it would look a lot nicer. So let's actually adjust that. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I think it looks a little better. All right, there we go. So that is set up now. And if we place or break these blocks here, we can put stairs like that. So they kind of just go straight into the ground. And now we have this staircase here. Oh, you know what? I should have built it 1 block to the side so we had a railing. That is my bad. So let's fix that. All right, so now the staircase is in the right place. So we can get that out of here. We'll put a torch down just to make sure nothing is going to spawn. Something like right there. And now all we have to do is basically just do what we did with this. We have all those extra stairs, so we might as well use them, right? And basically just go alongside each one of these and put a block of cobblestone and then a stair on top. All right, so there we go. We have a nice staircase going down and one going up now. I want to get these 2 dirt blocks out of here. They don't look super great. Probably just better off filling it in with cobblestone, which is not, the perfect solution, but it's better than what we had. And we can also fill in this area and then put a torch down just to make sure that stuff won't spawn. Probably like that. And I think one here maybe, something something along those lines. That's a lot of torches, but it's fine because we'll have extras. So okay, so this is set up. There's still a good pathway to go around here. We can get this chest, which is very full, by the way. I did a lot of mining off camera. This water source is probably not where I want to keep it in hindsight, but for right now it's right here and it works. We'll probably move it again at some point, and we really need to clear this section out because I want this staircase to kind of go right down this pathway with all our villagers. And what I was thinking here is we have like a 2-block or 3-block wide path on each side, and then in the middle we have some trees or some water or some grass, something really nice. So maybe like 3 blocks, then like a slab barrier, right? You go down this way, something like here. So you can walk down this path just like this, and then you've got a couple blocks space, another barrier, and then the condos on the other side. So I think that could be a cool idea in the future. We don't have enough condos for that to make sense yet, but I think that's probably what I'm going to do with this space next. I did take the time to make another condo space, so I think I will probably get a weaponsmith here. But what I want to actually do is also replace this librarian. His trades are, they're fine. These are good books, but the value of the trades is very low because we have to spend so many emeralds to get them. So what I may do is kill this guy off and then we get a new librarian. But before we do any of that, let's fix this staircase too. I just want to make sure that we have an actual space to go down. It drives me crazy every time I go up this staircase. It's always an issue. It's like never working. So let's just change that. Let's put the stairs here and just go down this way. Right, so the regular stairs are placed. Now we just got to add the railings, and we should be set with this new staircase we've made. Yeah, we really need to clear this spot out. I mean, it's just constantly a struggle. I probably want to like shear off this piece of dirt as well. I think that will probably help us in the future. We got this new shovel, so you know what? Let's just use that real quick and clear this edge out of here. There we go. Much, much nicer. And then we can fill in the parts that matter with the cobblestone. This goes right over our cobblestone generator, so we do have to be careful and make sure not to break it, but I think we're going to be okay. There we go. Just go down like this. Alright, so we now have a much safer staircase here. We still have these kind of weird holes to go down to the mob farm, but you know what? It's fine. We can just throw a torch there, and no one will. No one needs to know that it's kind of an odd space to put stuff. The elevator works good enough. It's not the most visually appealing, but it could be way worse. But I'm really glad that we took the time to just quickly, put these staircases in, even though we don't even really need two different staircases in this spot, right? Because these both go like within 2 little feet of each other. I kind of like this little nook we've created. I think it's kind of fun to have our cobblestone in like this cave down here. So that's kind of neat. So we can not really go out this way, but that's fine. There we go. So that's what it looks like from looking at it over here. It is kind of like a little cave, like I said, which is, I think it's kind of fun. Um, so yeah, like I said though, I do want to, make this area more beautiful in the future, and we do need to clear this out, but we're going to be curing a zombie villager right now, so we're going to get a chance to use up one of these potions, and hopefully eventually get the blaze powder out of there. So let's actually go get ourselves a new librarian, and hopefully we can get some better books, or more useful books for this point in time. They're sleeping. Since they're sleeping, I will actually go to sleep and then come back to the recording. Alright, so I realized that it didn't matter if the librarian was asleep or not because I'm just going to kill them anyways. So I could have just done that while they were in the bed, but I didn't. So now it's daytime, which is nice anyways. And we can go back to our little situation over here. Again, one of the really awful staircases I've designed. So I should have some minecarts in here. Yeah, I do. And we will just grab one of our villagers and send them on their merry way. Look at them go. Yeah, I don't have any gold. So, lapse in judgment on my part. I didn't bring me gold. So I'm going to have to go to the gold farm to get some. So I can make a golden apple. I have a lot of apples, but no gold, as you can see. So I'll get back to the recording because I got to go do that real quick too. Alright everyone, so I'm back from the mob farm. Got our potion of weakness and our golden apple. So I can just chuck this guy and give him that. And then we will have a new librarian very shortly. And hopefully we can get some better trades. They'll obviously be discounted. As you can see here, I've been collecting some of the emeralds we've been getting in a chest. Just because I believe there is an advancement somewhere in here. Yes, this advancement, Trade Master, get a stack of emerald blocks. So I want to make sure we can stock up a lot of emeralds if we're not just spending them, because that's a cool advancement to get, I think. I wonder what this is. I'm going to have to investigate what this is. I think it's just probably making one. I wonder if it's a little reference to the map maker or something they're a part of, but curious about it. We can probably make a iron or snow golem pretty easily. We have all the iron and pumpkins and the snow we got a while back from the Spruce Island. So one thing I do need to do is, wait for the zombie villager, but let's also get a few more emeralds while we're at it, just because we're going to need some, because Librarian trades can get pretty expensive even when they are discounted. There we go. So we've got 24 more emeralds to work with, which is really good. So let's just go back over here. There we go, 49 emeralds plus the other 64. So we've got a lot of options there. This area here, I still really want to clear it out. It's just, it bothers me so much right now because it's just floating. It looks really weird, but I don't want to waste all of this blaze powder. I mean, we have this other one, and we could just, take it and whatever, but it's still a lot, and so I'm debating whether or not it's worth it just moving it somewhere else. But I don't know. We'll have to see about that. All right. So as you can see, the zombie villager just got cured. So let's see what this librarian has to offer. That's not a very useful book. I mean, it's kind of cool, but really pointless. Um, Again, not very good. So I'm just going to keep resetting these trades till we get something good. All right. So welcome back, everyone. We finally got a book that I want to keep. Silk Touch is a very good trade. So let me grab some emeralds so we can quickly get a bookshelf and lock this guy's trades, just so he can't, switch them. Unfortunately, bookshelves aren't super useful as of right now because we can't do any enchanting, but we can get books from them, and that is what we need so we can get a Silk Touch book. And Silk Touch will be good because, we can get more melons if we want to mine them by hand, but we don't really need to. We can get smooth stone if we convert our cobblestone generator into smooth stone generator, and most importantly, we can go get that blue ice that we left in the nether and reset our basalt generator, which will be really cool. So we only really need one Silk Touch book, but you know what? We're going to get 3 because we got the emeralds and it's one of the cheaper ways to level this guy up. Because otherwise we have to use these bookshelves and those are expensive. Alright, but we got really lucky and we got one of the best trade setups, bookshelves, and then books for 1 emerald, right? So all we have to do now is basically just go place all of our bookshelves and just break them all, and then we can get all the books, and then just trade them back to the librarian for a profit, right? So it's super beneficial, super good way to get some emeralds. Let's just get this minecart out of here. There we go. And let's go get our glass, because like I said before, we're always going to need that. I hope he gets some more book trades, but it looks like we may just only get that one. Oh no, we got piercing 3. It's not anything super good, but it's still an enchanted book, so definitely no harm in keeping that. And there we go. Now we've got them leveled up fully, and a name tag for 13 emeralds instead of 20, which is not super discounted, but better than it was. So now that we have Silk Touch enchantments, what we can do is just throw that on our pickaxe, because we're gonna just want that in the future. Maybe to go get that ice or something. And we've got the enchantment levels for it. As you can see, we've got 41. It's pretty much non-issue for us. So let's just put this anvil right there, and we can go throw Silk Touch on our pickaxe. And boom, there we go. Now, I would have liked a mending book or something, but we can have more librarians, right? I'm not going to just have this one. This will probably be a weaponsmith, but we could even do a librarian on the next one. What I'm thinking of doing with these condos is making trips to the rest of the trees. So the dark oak, the jungle, and the acacia, and then making the houses out of the wood. So we'll have one house of each wood type. So we've got our spruce, oak, birch, and then we'll have, the rest of them join in. But on the other side, what I think might be cool is to use the nether materials, like the nether woods, nether brick, and blackstone and basalt, maybe. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think of that idea, but I think it would be pretty cool. But yeah, so we have made some very good progress. I think just to finish up the episode, let's go get that blue ice and see if we can't set up our basalt generator again, because that would be really cool to have. Let's leave some of this stuff here because we did get a lot of important materials, but we don't want to lose all those. So let's just put our glass in here and just throw our enchanted books right in there like that. Alright, so that should be pretty good. So let's go grab that blue ice and, get that squared away again. Alright, so we are back on this island, and as you can see, we should just be able to collect that blue ice now, which is great. We'll be able to use that to set up our basalt generator. While we're at it, we'll grab the soul soil because we will also need that as an option. And one of the other things I forgot that we could grab was both this little mushroom and the warped nylium, so we can actually set up a warped fungus farm in the overworld now. We don't have to come all the way here or to the other islands, right? We can now place down a bunch of netherrack and set up a nether tree farm or a nether fungus farm. They're technically not trees, but they make wood and they grow tall, so I'm going to call them trees. But it's good that we have both of these options now, right? Now we can spread warped nylium to other pieces of netherrack, and we can make our basalt. I think it will also be good at some point. I'll probably do this off camera. Just go grab the red version, the crimson nylium, just so we can have both types of trees, because I think that will be a really good little farm for us to have in the future. And we can expand our tree farm to include both types, right? So right now we've only got 3 basic trees, but eventually we can grow all the different tree types. So yeah, so we can definitely expand this in the future. Right now we're only growing the basic ones, but if we get the the other island trees, we can add those here, and we can add the nether trees in their own rightful spots, which will be really great. Alright, so I think I'm going to wrap the episode up today. Sorry if it wasn't really the most interesting episode. We only really did build a bridge and, convert a villager, right? I've been a little drained lately. I just moved up to college, so I'm kind of adjusting everything there still. But if you sat through this whole video, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for checking out my content, visiting my channel. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoy my content, consider leaving a like, consider subscribing. Definitely leave me a comment if you have any advice or suggestions. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm SandToise. Thank you so much for checking out my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.